Summer didn't even know who I am at all, never met me. And she said to Bernard, the poet that stands in the corner and acts kind of shady over there, she says, hey, who do you recommend to host? And he recommended a bunch of people, including Bob Bell, who hosted the other night, right? And Bill Chambers. And then he recommended me. And she's never seen me at all, ever, in her whole life. You got it all hooked up. Okay, ready? You gotta get stuff. So while he's getting the stuff, I'm just gonna talk to you, because it's got to be fluid. This is Sidewalk Café, and we're all fluid here. We're gonna be flowing in the fluids. I have a glass of fluid right there that I'm going to consume, and I'm sure you're consuming fluids right now. It's very hot out there, so we're going to be in here. And are you ready? All right. You just let me know. I'm just going to talk. Okay. All right. Okay. So like I said, I'm really glad to be here because this is the first Antifolk festival I've ever really attended, and I get to host. Right? Isn't that the coolest?
Yeah.
Yeah. You excited? Well, it's kind of hard to be excited when you're sitting in the back of a restaurant waiting for your cheese fries and your, but you're there with your salad. That's really important. You got the vitamins. You got to keep it going on. Yeah. So, and tonight, each act is just going to get better and better. No pressure, Lewis. I'm not going to give you any pressure. We're not going to pressure Lewis. Lewis is a nice person. I have spoken to Lewis previously, and I've experienced his niceness. And I'm sure that there are several people in this room that have spoken to him, and if you haven't, then you should, because he's a very nice person. And he does original stuff, like you're all original artists, doing original things. You don't copy! You don't copy stuff and stick it up on Instagram and pass it off as art. You don't do that, do you? All right, because you better not. Right, Summer? You better not, Summer. Can't do it. You can't do it, Summer. Not allowed.
I think that's what Bernard is doing.
Bernard! I'll send you to Instagram. Anyway, so, yeah, I don't play an instrument for a reason. I don't play them. And I don't sing either. I only use that as a threat. I had a friend of mine who sang opera. She taught herself, and she really liked to practice at 2 o'clock in the morning, much to my consternation. But fortunately, she was good. I mean, if she were bad, I would say, oh my gosh, she was such a shitty opera singer. But she was really good. But I'm not going to reproduce what she did because I don't sing opera. I could give you a version of what she sounded like at 3 o'clock in the morning to me while I was trying to sleep. And I can warn you, I can tell you right now, and I'm sure you will agree that it's really, really horrible, okay? You ready? Are you ready? Ready. Are you ready for some city opera right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
How ready are you?
So ready.
Okay, I'm going to be shouting at you a lot throughout the night, okay? So, all right. But no, she would do this at 3 o'clock in the morning because that was the optimum time for her to sing. And she would sing, Ave Maria. And I'm not going to go any further because I only speak English and I only know that part. And she wasn't a mezzo soprano. She was a soprano. I mean, she could make cats just scream, And they did. They would scream. I live in the neighborhood of the Screaming Cats. That sounds like a mythical children's book, right? Written by Roald Dahl, right? A little bit of darkness in it to say, hey, there's evil out there, kids. Okay. You got everything? You ready to roll? You can say, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to take up any more of Lewis's time. So Lewis Mason.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lewis Mason, and I'm going to play a couple of originals, maybe a cover or two, depending on how you guys behave. This first song is a song I wrote called WB Yardbird. Heavy hearts too big to fail, sending postcards to no avail, getting harder, harder to exhale. Now the sun comes out to play, burning brighter in a place, burning in the prisons of my days. How the moon lights up the sky, playing softly with your eyes. Tend to hypnotize. Such a heavy price to pay. Maybe it's just my filthy ways, burning in the prisons of my days. Watching violence on the scene, barking louder through the screen. Oh, it's darker, darker than it seems. People come but never stay, and April drags on through to May. Onward through the prisons of my days. Is the guitar a bit too loud? Yeah. Send me the sunlight when it gets dark. Send me roses from Central Park. No, no, send what you can. Send me a jacket when I get cold. Send me a casket when I grow old. No, no, send what you can. Send me hope when all looks lost. Send me freedom, whatever the cost. No, no, send what you can. of a jar and let me die inside a fancy car. No, no, send what you can. Send me someplace where I can sleep. Send me someplace where I can eat. No, no, send what you can. Send me flowers to put in a grave instead of justice from inside of the cage. No, no, send what you can. No, no, send what you can. No, no, send what you can. Might have been your hair, or the way that you stared. I didn't know what to do. They were bright and true, those eyes of blue. Might have been your walk, all the way that you talk, all that look in your eyes, like the sun in the sky, made me realize we had met one night, and the moon was bright. I had looked at you, and you had looked back too, with those eyes of blue. In just a matter of time, I thought that you'd be mine, but you turned to say, before you walked away, that you couldn't stay. So now I sit alone, here without a home, and I'm thinking of you. What else can I do without those eyes of blue? old Stockholm. Whoa. Your daddy may be wealthy, your mother might be queen, your eyes might be crystals fit for the silver screen. Your sister sells her body, she goes out to feel right, and you sell all your portraits just to stay out of sight. And after a while, when your heart breaks, you do anything to be alone. Anything to be alone. Your baby, she is crying. She cries out on the streets, and you cry after midnight just to stay out of sight. Your brother, he's an outlaw. He sleeps out on the streets, and you cry after midnight, New York City at your feet. And after a while, when your heart breaks, you do anything to be alone. Yes, you do anything to be alone. Your bedroom is your coffin, the sunlight's in your eyes, teardrops on your window, goodbye clear blue sky. There's voices in the alley and shadows in your head, bodies on the highway, from the naked and the dead. And after a while, when your heart breaks, you do anything to be alone. Yes, you do anything to be alone. Oh my God, you do anything to be alone. I guess I'm done with my set when that glass is empty, I suppose. There she goes to the streets where nobody knows, just to buy something strong to get her high. To the park, shooting up after it gets dark. She says, ooh, won't you turn me on? She says, ooh, won't you turn me on? There she goes, kills her worries and her woes through the vein, just enough to kill the pain. And in her head, she's alive when she feels dead. And in the cold, she is young but she's getting old. She says, ooh, won't you turn me on? She says, ooh, won't you turn me on? There she goes, another fix for her little nose. And in her eyes, there is guilt behind the lies. And in the night, when the world is out of sight, she is there on the streets without a care. She says, ooh, won't you turn me on? She says, ooh, won't you turn me on? She says, ooh, won't you turn me on? I wasn't gonna do this because it was the last time I was here. But I'm gonna do a cover. That's okay.
Woo!
Holly came from Miami, FLA. Hitchhiked her way across the USA. Plucked her eyebrows on the way. Shaved her legs and then he was a she. She says, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey honey, take a walk on the wild side. Candy came from out on the island. In the back room she was everybody's darling. But she never lost her head, even when she was given head. She says, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey honey, take a walk on the wild side. And the color girls sing, do 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 Sugar Plum Fairy came and hit the streets, looking for soul food and a place to eat. Went to the Apollo, you should have seen them go, go, go. They said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey honey, take a walk on the wild side. Little Joe never once gave it away. Everybody had to pay and pay. A hustle here and a hustle there. New York City's the place where they said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey honey, take a walk on the wild side. Jackie is just speeding away. Thought she was James Dean for a day.
You guys listen to Lewis Mason as part of the Antifolk Fest this summer 2015. I'm going to go around with a tip jar for Lewis, so throw a few dollars in there as I go by. He's got time for a couple more, and give him a round of applause, please, for his set so far. Thanks so much, Lewis.
I'll probably just leave you guys in this last one here. I don't know how much time I can put here, but. As the seasons change with time, I will always call you mine. I will keep you on my mind, leaving everyone behind. Candles burning in your home, you pulled me through your telephone, from my flesh down to my bone. I am yours and yours alone. How your hair has grown with ease, under branches of the trees, lying quietly with me, as we walk down empty streets. You left a kiss upon my cheek, and left me feeling very weak, from my head down to my feet, as we walk down empty streets. I lost myself inside your eyes. They were quick to hypnotize, still so young and still so wise, and as warm as summer skies. So lay me out upon your bed, as I dreamed it in my head, like a preacher with the dead. But you stole my heart instead.
Lewis Mason, stick around for the Grasping Straws coming up in a few